Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video I'm gonna build a WooCommerce custom price slider. Here's the demo. So I have this product here and I have a minimum price which is $100 and I have a suggested price which is $150. And then below here I have this slider which is allowing me to customize the price, can change it. So if I drag and drop it like this, for example, 317, below this slider there's this field here which is showing you the price. You can also customize it. For example, if I put here 9, I will see that this slide goes to the right a little bit. So if I click add to cart, now it's gonna add this product to the cart with the price that I just choose from the sliding bar. Alright, so if I go to cart, I have this price here. The quantity is disabled because I disabled it from the functions.php file. I am using a storefront child theme for this project. I have WooCommerce installed and I have this demo product here. Also, I wanted to say that I got the idea from this website, which is leanpop.com. I see that they have here also minimum price and they have this functionality. They're showing how much you're gonna pay and how much the author is gonna earn, because they get a percentage from each sales. And then I decided to do this. They're using a different platform, so I decided to build this functionality for WooCommerce. They're using React, as I see here. They have different components and stuff like that. So I built the same thing, almost the same thing for WooCommerce. I built this in React. This is the UI in React. There's gonna be a link in the description from where you can grab the source code. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna show it to you. Just want to explain what I have in here. So there's the storefront child theme folder. This is the WordPress theme. This is the child theme for storefront. And here, and then these other files are just React.js files. In the source, I have everything here, components and app.js and everything you need. So if you want to follow along with me, that's gonna be good because I'm gonna write everything from scratch. If not, there's gonna be this link in the description so you can grab the source code. And that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I already created a React.js app and I have my VS Code in this folder. I open this project here. So I will start from app.js. In here I will remove everything I have in the app class. I will add just a hi for now. I will also remove the logo from here. Right, I will save it, and now I'm gonna go back just to see how my app looks like. Okay, so there's just hi. I'll use Firefox and Google Chrome. So this is the Firefox and this is Google Chrome. I'm gonna use two browsers because to build this slider is kind of tricky. I'm not sure if it works on other browsers because it's kind of it's really tricky. So if you check it from Mac where you have another browser and it doesn't work, then I guess that's gonna be your your homework to fix it, because it's just per CSS. Okay, so I'm just gonna create a new folder here in the source folder, components, and here I will create a new component, and that's gonna be the price slider. So I'll create a new file, price slider.js, and I'll create another file, price slider.css. This is for the CSS styling. And what I'm gonna do here, actually also in the app CSS, I'm gonna delete everything except the app class. And here in the app class, I'm just gonna add a little bit of styling here just to make the main block easier for me to work. So I'll just make this one display table, margin 50 pixels on top, on the bottom, and auto on the sides. I will also add width 100% and then max width I'm gonna do 400 pixels. like this, and I'm just gonna save it, close it, and here I will import. Here I'm just gonna import this new component I just created, and then from there I'll just start working with these two files. Price slider from components / price slider, and I'm gonna call this component here like this, and here I will import React. Actually I will use hooks here, so I will import React and also use state. Use state from React. Okay, and below here I will import this CSS file that I just created, which is price slider.css, and this is gonna be a functional component, so I'll just have const, and the const name is gonna be price slider. Alright, ES6, I'm using ES6 syntax. I'm not gonna have any parameters, but here I'm just gonna define the hooks. Actually, before I define the hooks, let's just have a return, and in this return I'm gonna have an empty wrapper, and I'm just gonna say hi. I will save it. I will save the app.js. You see there's an error, does not contain the default export. I just forgot to add the export default price slider, and let's see what's going on in the browser. Okay, so it seems like everything works fine, except use state is defined but never used, so I just called it but I didn't use it yet, so that's not a big deal. I'm gonna use it later on. Okay, so what I wanted to do here, I just want to add a field which is going to be, I'm just gonna look at the demo here. Just want to add a range input type field, like input type range, and I will name it blah 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 blah. You know, I'll add all these parameters. So I'm just gonna do that here in the price slider JS component. But before I add that, I will need to have a class name, and this class name is going to be the main kind of like a wrapper. So it's going to be a slider, actually slide block, and then here inside I'm going to have this this field. So I'm going to have, this is going to be like a normal input field. If you used before like on change, you know how to handle all these events like on change, on click. It's almost the same thing, except here where's the type, I'm gonna have range, and let me just close it like this, and then here I will have the name, ID. Actually ID, we may not use an ID, but I'm just gonna put an ID just in case, and then the type, already said about the type, so let's do a name. It's gonna be range, and we have the minimum value, which is going to be 0, and then max value is gonna be 400. And what else? I think that's it for now. Let's just save and see what we've got here. So this is what we have right now on the screen. Now we should add the style, and we should add the CSS on this. So what I'm gonna do in the CSS file, I want to remove all the styling we see right now, because this is default styling added by the browser. Let's see how Firefox has it. You see Firefox has it in a different way. So this is the default styling added by the browser. So I want to remove all this stuff, the default and everything, to add my own styling, the way I want it to look. So to do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and add, first of all, I want to hide everything as I said. So in price slider CSS file, I'm gonna add the styling for the slide block, because we have this slide block, and here we have just position relative, and we have a padding bottom. It's gonna be 5 pixels. This has been already tested, like this 5 pixels has been already, like, it helps to make it look better. Like, if I won't forget, I will show you why I put this here, but just to make it compatible with Firefox, I had to add this bottom heading here, but that's it's not a big deal though. Okay, so here now I'm gonna work with this class. So all the fields, all the branch type fields from this class are going to, I'm just gonna reset them, or if I can say like that. So here I'm gonna have input, and I have type range, and here I'm gonna have WebKit appearance, and it's gonna be none, like this. Also width, I want to add 100%. Ooh, I want to be 100%. Okay, and the position is also relative. I want to add a background color transparent. I want to remove all these colors from there. And also, yeah, I'm gonna save it. Let's save it. Let's see. You see now what? I don't have that styling anymore here. So on FireZilla, it's the same thing. Right? It's just this thumb here, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so I have the slide block. I removed the styling, default styling. Now I want to remove this focus border, because whenever I click on it, it adds this black border. So I want to remove that because I don't really like it. And to do that, I'm just gonna type in, oops, I'm just gonna type in, that was my script. Okay, so here I'm gonna have slide block input type range, and input type range is the way we have here, but here we have outline, it's gonna be none. Alright, so if I go back now, if I click on it, I don't have that black border anymore. Okay, next is the let's see, outline. Here we can actually add focus. Let's just add focus so we don't get conflicts or anything like that later on in the app. So let's add focus here, which is gonna work only whenever we click on it. Okay, so it works now. Next thing is to add the styling, but before we add the styling, I want to explain a little bit how this is gonna work. So if I'm going back to the demo, and if I click here, inspect, I have a track. There's a div class track, so this is gonna help me to make this track right here. And then I also have a slide progress, which is changing the width. Whenever I click on it and just move it like this, it's changing the width. This thing from here, we can't even see it, so this is kind of like hidden. This is all the stuff I just added to the CSS file, in the background color, transparent, position, and stuff like that. And then there's this price. This price is on the progress slide. Okay, so I have to add a few classes now in my app right here. So I'm just gonna go back here, and I will add those div classes I was just talking about. So the first one is gonna be the track. So I have div class name, it's gonna be s track, kind of like slider track, and it's gonna be empty. And then below here I'm gonna have the a div class name, which is gonna be slide progress. So slide progress, this is empty too, but I'm gonna add here an inline styling, and it's gonna change whenever I click on the range field and just move that thumb. And yeah, so and then also there's another div I forgot about, is the price. Div class name price. Let's put the price for now to be 100. Alright, so that's all we have right now on the page. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add the CSS for all these classes. And so already put here. Let's see, the CSS we will start with. Don't even know. Let's see here. We will start with the check. As check, make sure this name here matches, because sometimes I'm misspelling them, and I'm like, why this is not working? Why this is not working? And whenever I'm looking at the name, I'm like, wow, dude, you just misspelled it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Well, okay, so also don't forget to add this class in front of it, because in case you have this class somewhere else in the app, it's gonna mess up. Okay, we have the check, so width 100%, and then the border radius is gonna be 3 pixels. We also have border 2 pixels solid, and it's gonna be black. And we have position absolute, and we have top. On top we will have just 1 pixel, and then we have the height. The height is gonna be 24 pixels, and that's kind of it for the check. This is how it looks like. And now let's keep going. Now I'm gonna add the CSS for the thumb. I'm gonna add for this thumb from here. I'm just gonna make it a little prettier. So to add that, we should use, of course, slide block, and slide block input type range. And here's something that's really cool. So we have this WebKit let's see, WebKit slider thumb. This is for Google Chrome. This is this styling from here is gonna be only Google Chrome is gonna read it. Alright, I'm gonna add the same thing, but for Firefox, because Firefox is gonna get a little bit, it's getting different attributes, because it's a little bit different there. But so first thing here is gonna be z index, and this is gonna be 99 just to be safe. And then we will have position, which is gonna be relative, and we have WebKit appearance. WebKit appearance is gonna be none, and we have border 2 pixels solid and white, and we have a height, and the height is gonna be 48 pixels. We also have the width, and the width is gonna be 12 pixels. We have next border radius, and the border radius is gonna be 6 pixels, because this thumb is gonna be really small, and 6 pixels gonna make it really like rounded. Background color, and background color, let's make it a little bit like bluish. So we have 009 AFF, and then we have the cursor. I just misspelled it. I know, let's make it pointer. And then there's gonna be a margin left 2 pixels, and then we have margin top 11. Actually, margin top is gonna be minus 11 pixels. And then we have a box shadow. This box shadow is gonna be 0, 2 pixels, 10 pixels, 0, and then we have RGBA, and inside we have 0, 0, 0, 0.5. Alright, let's see what we've got here. So this is how the thumb looks like, which is pretty good. I like the way it looks like. It looks similar to this one, so that's why I choose this color and everything. Okay, next is gonna be styling for the thumb, but for the Firefox. So I'm just gonna leave a comment here, and I will say Firefox. And the Firefox is a little different. I'm gonna copy this stuff from here, except now I won't have WebKit slider thumb, but I will have mouse range thumb. So like this, and then here Z index is gonna be 99, position relative, border it's gonna be 2 pixels, solid white, and then the height it's going to be 47 pixels, and then the width it's going to be 9 pixels, and we have a border radius here too, and the border radius is gonna be 6 pixels, almost like for Google Chrome, but a little bit different. So the background is gonna be the same. We have 00, what did we have, the 009AFF, and then below we have cursor pointer, and we have the same shadow. So I'm just gonna copy it from here and paste it like this. Boom. So if we open the Google Chrome, we can see this cursor, like the thumb looks similar, so that's good. Okay, now the next thing is to play around to add some styling to the runnable track, to the slider runnable track, to this track from here. So to do that, I'm gonna start with Google Chrome. So we have slide block, and then here we have input range, and we have here WebKit slider, runnable track. Okay, and here we have width, and the width is 100%, and then we have cursor pointer, come on dude, okay, pointer, and then a background color. The background color is transparent because we want to remove the default stuff from it, and then we have a border radius, and the border radius is 3 pixels, and then there's gonna be a height, and the height is 27 pixels, and we have a WebKit appearance none, like this, and then we have a margin top -6 pixels. Alright, let's see what we've got there. We can't see really a big difference here because we just kind of like removed the default stuff from here, and we added a little bit of styling that which we can't see, but it needs to be in the background as a skeleton, as a framework for our UI. So now we should do the same thing for the Firefox. And the Firefox is getting the same thing, except this one is not, this is not WebKit, this is mouse range track. So we have mouse range track, and here we have width 100%, cursor pointer, and then we have the background color which is transparent, and then we have a border radius 3 pixels, and the height and the height is 23 pixels. So if you see here the difference, the height here is 27, here's 23. And then we have the WebKit appearance none. Okay, let's save it. Let's see. There's not a big difference here. You can't see anything here either. Okay, so the next step is to play around with the slider progress. So what I want to do now is whenever I click on this thumb and I don't know, I drag it to the right, I want this side from here to be kind of blue like it is here, you see. Alright, so to do that, I'm just gonna, let me see if I put that, the progress. Yeah, so this is the div I want to play with right now. Actually, make sure you don't forget slide block. And then here we will do, let's see, we'll have border, top, left, right, radius, it's gonna be 3 pixels, and on the bottom, and the bottom the same thing. And then here we have box, we're gonna be box sizing, content box, and we have a background. The background color is gonna be bluish, so we'll have B4, E0, and FD. Alright, and then the position is gonna be absolute, like this, and then the next is gonna be the top side. It's gonna be 1 pixels. The height is going to be 24 pixels, and what we have here is the border, which is going to be 2 pixels solid. And this is not this will be like not really black, but like this. And then the border, the border from the right side, I want to make it 0 because I don't want to use it there. We don't need it from onto the right. So let me save this and see what happens here. Actually, nothing happens because I have to add the width, and the width needs to be, I have to work with the price slider.js. Well, here I'm just gonna add the styling for the price, just to have everything here. So the price, I'm gonna move it here. So we will be done kind of like with the CSS. Slide block price, and the price is gonna be position absolute, and here we have top 4 pixels, and we have left 10 pixels, and also there's gonna be a Z index which is gonna be 9. Alright, so we have it here. Alright, now let's go back to the price slider and let's play with this one. So here we need to change the width of this actually of this slider progress. So if I add, I'm just gonna show you how this works. So we have width, and the width might be, let's say, 50%, like this. So we put 50% and we see that it's working. So I want to change this dynamically. In order for me to change this dynamically, I have to use a hook or something that's gonna read, it's gonna get the value from this input type range. So to do that, I'm gonna go here, I'll leave a comment here, hook, and I will put, I'm gonna have const price, and I'm gonna have set price function, use state, and by default I want to assign 150. Okay, and now in this input type range I'm gonna have on change, and on whenever something is gonna change, whenever the value is gonna change, I'm gonna just grab the event and I will call the set price function from here, and I will update the hook, the hook state. So set price, and I will have here a little bit, I have an if statement here which is gonna check, because I want to be the price, I want the price to be minimum 100. You know, I don't want them to be able to go lower than 100. So to do that I'm gonna have to check here. So I will have e dot target dot value. So if this value is greater or equal than 100, oops, and if the same thing e target value is not greater or equal than 400, then I will assign, then I will choose, I'm gonna assign to the state the target value. Otherwise I'm gonna assign just 100, like this. And then here the value is gonna be the price. Let's save it, let's go back and see what we have here. Let me see if the price state is changing. Okay, so yeah, the hook state is working properly. Now I have everything in the price. Now I can use the price to put it here. So here I had here width, and the width is supposed to be a price plus percent. Okay, this is not working. I mean, it's working, but here we should have a formula. So the formula should look like this. Okay, so we have the price. Now we want to divide the price to 400 and then multiply by 100. In this way I will know the percentage from the number I choose from here, from 400. So this is a little bit of math, but this shouldn't be hard for you to understand what I'm trying to do here, because I want to get the percentage of the number. Alright, so if I save it, now I know how much to fill the track, because you know it's getting the number from this input field. Okay, so let's see what we have here. It seems to be working fine, which is good. And now I want to update this price from here. That number is hard-coded, so here we'll just add the price. So if we go back, it's working, which is good. Let's see now what we have here. So here below we have a field. I was actually checking the WooCommerce this theme. No, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's add this field here. We don't have any CSS, any classes. We are not dependent by the theme, so we have to add this field here in our React.js in the React.js app. So here we will have another div class name, and the div class name is gonna get 2 classes. Actually, I'm gonna close it like this. So what I wanted to show you is how this product looks like without having this functionality. So I'm just gonna open a new tab and I will paste it here, so you can see how it looks like by default. Alright, there's the quantity here, you can choose how many you want to add to the cart. There's the price here, but in this example here we don't have it. We don't have anything like that. So what I did, I actually inspected the stuff from here, and I looked at the alright, this is gonna go away. There's a form, and then there's this button. So I'm gonna add into this form the field I'm adding to the WooCommerce, to the React.js right now. Okay, that's where I want to add all this stuff. So I'm gonna remove all these things and manage them with hooks, which is pretty cool. WooCommerce has hooks and stuff like that, so we will do that. Okay, so the first class here is gonna be input fields. And the second one is gonna be custom input fields. Input. Okay, custom input fields. Now in here I want to, where is it? In here I'm gonna add a label. There's gonna be a class name, and here we have price product, just abbreviation price prod, and here we will say you pay, and we will have a small tag, and then here we will put US dollars. So we have US dollars, and then here, where is that BR? Here we'll have a BR tag, and then here in this label I'm gonna add a input. I'm gonna add that input type text tag. So we have input type text, and then here let's add ID. So the ID is gonna be price prod, like this one. From here we will also have the name and the value, but let me just do like this, just to make it a little bit easier to read. Okay, and I said that there's gonna be a name, and it's gonna be the same, and we'll have a value, but for now the value I'll add it later on, because we have to add on change and stuff like that. Okay, so this is how it looks like now. So I have to put this price into this field, and to do that, that's where I add the value. So the value is gonna be the price. Alright, so if I move it, it's changing now, but I have to add an on change because right now I can't change it here. It doesn't let me change the value from it. So I'm gonna have on change, and the on change is gonna be pretty much the same. Thing I did here. So I will just copy the stuff from here, everything like this. That will save it. So now if I, for example, the last number, if I put 9, it's gonna do it. I can't really do much, like I can't delete everything from here, because if I delete everything, this is all real time changing. So if I delete, it doesn't let me delete anything. I can just insert like the last number kind of thing, which is not like you can actually disable this field. You don't have to spend time on this one, but this is the most important functionality. So I just we need this field because whenever we will submit the form, because this is a form, whenever we submit the form, we want to send this data using the post method. So that's why using the post method we have, sending data from a field, because this is not an actual field. Okay, so having that, next, what's next? Let's see what's next. We have the on change and we have the value here. So this field is almost done. We export it. We have the stuff from here. Some of this stuff we will be editing. We will edit some of the stuff using the CSS from the theme, because whenever we will integrate this with the theme CSS styling, then the stuff is gonna be messed up a little bit, because there's like the CSS from the theme is gonna change some of this styling from here, and then we will have just to override some of the styling. So for now I'm just gonna leave it like this, except I'm not sure about this thumb from here. let's see what we can do with that. So let's go back to the thumb here, and let's see where we have, there's the height, WebKit slider thumb, height 47. Let's see, margin. I'm just gonna leave it like this, guys. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it like this. Let it be. So what I'm gonna do now is I will run npm run build. Okay, this is gonna compress everything. It's gonna create me an app, like a production app. So you see here I have this folder, which is build folder. Alright, so it looks like it's done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my folder where I have all the stuff. Where is it? So here's, like, I'm going to htdocs because I have everything in XAMPP. I have XAMPP running, Apache, and MySQL, and then React.js. This is the folder I'm working on right now. So what I want to do here, I will copy this the static folder, and I will go back to WordPress content, themes, storefront child. Oh, I have the static from the preview, so I'm gonna delete this, and I will paste this static folder here, because in this static folder we have all these files minimized, and the CSS is also minimized here. So in this way I'm gonna integrate it using the functions.php. So let me put this functions.php file in here too, just to see how it looks like. It's empty, so I'm gonna be working in this file right now. But let's go back to our React app. Where is it? Here, build, and I will open, I'm gonna open the index HTML file. So you see all this stuff is being minimized. So I'm just gonna copy everything, and I will go to Google, and I will say unminify code online. I will paste it here, unminify, and then I will copy it and I will paste it back in my index.html file. Let me just put it like this. Okay, so let's leave it here for now. Let's go to our functions.php, and now let's start coding some stuff here. Coding some stuff. I'm gonna close this terminal. So the first thing I want to do here is I want to remove the quantity from all the products, and I want to remove the price from the single page product. So I'm gonna leave a comment, and I will say remove the quantity, and here I'm gonna add filter. And the first the hook is gonna be WooCommerce is sold individually. So we have WooCommerce is sold individually, and then here we will have the function name we will have to create here. So below here we will have the function, and the function name, let's say WooCommerce remove all quantity fields. This needs to be Q, Victor, the quantity fields. Okay, I don't have any parameters. Oh, actually, yes, I do have two parameters. The first one is going to be the return, and the second one is going to be the product. And here we just have a return, and we return true. So if I save it and go back to this, and if I refresh it, I have an error. I have an error because I have messed it up. You know why? Because I didn't put the function name here. That's why. So if I refresh, I have a bigger error. Functions 28 and 28 something is going on. 28 function. Okay, return. This is weird. Let's see. Let's add the priority. Maybe it's because of the priority. So we have 10 and 2. Okay, so that was the priority. I forgot to add the priority. And what I want to do now, come on, index, where are you going, index? Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to remove the prices. I want to remove the price, this thing from here. And to remove the price, we should just add an action. And the first parameter is going to be WooCommerce single product summary. Single product summary, and the second one is custom data hidden fields. Oh wait, no, a single product summary. No, this is gonna be something by default. So we'll say WooCommerce template single price. Single price. Don't forget about the priority. Let's put 10. Now we'll save it. Let's go back and let's see if it disappeared. And it didn't disappear. I know why it didn't disappear. It's always like that, you know, whenever I want to show somebody something, it doesn't work. You know it doesn't work because it's not add action, Victor. This is remove action, bro. Remove it, remove it. Let's go back. Let's refresh the page. And ta-da! Yeah, so the price went away, which is good. Now let's go back here. So the next step now is to add all the stuff we have from our React.js app. So to do all that stuff, we should have a custom function which is gonna add all that HTML and everything we have in our index, like all this JavaScript and stuff. This is a tricky one, but let's put add action, and the first parameter is gonna be WooCommerce before add to cart button. Like this, and then we have the function name. Function here, say custom data hidden fields. Let's do that. It's not custom data hidden fields, like we're not hiding anything, but I just left it like that. I don't know why. Okay, so and then here we'll have an echo like this, and we will have a p tag, and the first one is gonna be minimum price because we have here the minimum price. I want to add this, and then below we'll have the slider. So minimum price, and the minimum price is gonna be 150. And here's gonna be BR tag, and then below we will have suggested price. Actually no, minimum price is gonna be 100 and the suggested price is gonna be 150. Yep. Okay, let's see what we've got. So if I refresh it now, we have this stuff here, which is good. Okay, so let's open the index.html now. I want to import this stuff first because we need the CSS, the CSS from here. So I'll go back here, and right below right below this stuff, I will paste it like this, except here we should add the path to the folder, and the path to the folder is going to be get style sheet directory URI. So get style sheet directory URI like this. Let's save it. I'm just gonna I want to make sure it works, because I'm gonna copy that stuff and I will use it for other stuff, so we don't get any error in the console. I'm just gonna inspect this stuff from here. So yeah, that's what we have, the chunk CSS file. This is the CSS we have. Okay. Alright, so this the URI, the path to the folder works. Now the next thing is to add that JavaScript file and the ID, root ID. So like all this stuff, this root ID is very important because this is where the app is being displayed. So I'm just gonna copy everything with a no script tag. I'll just copy everything except the body section. So I'll just click copy, and I will paste everything here. I will leave it the way it is, except where the JavaScript file is. So I'm just gonna copy this stuff from here with the apostrophes and everything, and here I'm gonna paste it here because I want to call these JavaScript files from there. So I will save it, and now if I go back and refresh, I have this stuff here working. Alright, there's also this field, so it's working. The styling comes from the theme, which is fine. Okay, so next thing is I'm actually gonna close this. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about this sound. I really apologize. I know it was loud. Okay, the next thing is I want to add some styling to this thing, just to style it a little bit, because you see how it looks like. This looks like the height is not equal, and the price is also a little bit lower. So I'm gonna do right here below, I'm going to add style tag. You can actually add all this styling in the CSS file from your theme. You have a CSS style.css file, so you can add all the stuff over there. I'm just gonna add it here just for the sake of time. So here we have slide block, and then we have .s check. So here I want to add the height. The height is gonna be 28 pixel. So here, if I refresh it now, the height is even. Now this thumb here is a little bit off the chart, but we'll get to that in a second. The price now, I want to adjust it a little bit here, so we'll have slide block, and then price, and the price is gonna say let's say top 2 pixels. So let's refresh it, and it's gonna, so it's adjusted, which is good. Next is you see here is a lot of space. I want to remove the space from here and then from here. That's because in the app class there's a lot of space, because I have margin. So the margin is gonna be 0, and also the thumb. So slide block. Alright, so input type range. Actually here, no, I should keep going. Here we have WebKit hyphen slider hyphen thumb, and here for this thumb I'm gonna add the margin top -9 pixels. Margin top -9 pixels. We'll see. Or just, let's see. Let's do just let's see first 5 pixels and see what this is gonna do here. 5 pixels, no, minus 5. Okay, -5 might work. Alright, looks good. I mean, I like the way it looks now. Let's see what the Firefox does. So I'm gonna copy this one and paste it here. Alright, the Firefox is a little bit off the chart here, but what you can do is you can use the same style. Like, for example, where's the Firefox here? You can do the same thing for the Firefox using this stuff from here. Just copy it. I'm just gonna copy it now. Margin top. What was in the Firefox? Let's do -2 pixels. Oh wait, I think Firefox doesn't even yeah, the Firefox doesn't work. The margin top doesn't work for Firefox. You know what I should do? You should add some other. I'm just gonna leave it like that, guys, because I think this is something conflicting with my theme, the CSS from the CSS core. So if you wanna use this example, you may wanna play around a little bit with the CSS for the Firefox to play with this thumb, but it looks good on Google Chrome. Okay, and the add to cart button, let's do like this. So where we have the app, so top right auto, and then let's put like 50 pixels on the bottom, and this app just to leave some space here. Okay, it looks good. Maybe just 20 pixels, because that's kind of too much. So refresh it. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna work to add it to the cart. So let's do 240 add to cart. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh my god, I forgot I didn't go all the way to the end. Okay, let's go back to the product. Now what we want to do is we want to save this value and replace the main price, the main product price, with this value. So to do that, let's go back to our functions.php, and the next step is gonna be to save the product custom field values into the cart item data. Save data. I'll just put save data. So here we'll add an action. Actually, before adding all these actions, I just got used to add first the action and then the function, but here I'm just gonna create the function first and then I'll put the action. So the function is save custom data hidden fields. I'll always have this hidden fields name just because I was planning to make this field hidden in the background. I didn't know how to make it, how to send the value from the React to the front end, to the UI of WordPress. So I was planning to make it hidden. That's why I have everywhere hidden. But save custom data hidden field. I just put hidden fields because that's how I have it in the source code. I already have a commit on GitHub. So okay, cart item data, that's the first parameter, and the second parameter is product ID. Okay, so and then here we'll have a variable which is data, and we assign an empty array, and below here we'll have an if statement which is gonna check. So if is set request, and we have the price product because that's the name of the field, price prod abbreviation. So if it's is set, then we assign the data from the request to the cart item data. So we have cart item data, here we have custom data, and then we have price prod. Okay, and then we have int vol, because we want to make it integer, int vol request and the price product. Oh, Victor, like this. Okay, and the next thing is to assign this. So we have data, and then here we have price prod, and we assign all this value to this one. So we have int vol and we have request price product. Okay, so we have this in place. Now here we should make sure to add to cart action as unique line item. So this needs to be unique in the cart item data. So to do that, we should have cart item data custom data, and then we have unique key, and then here we assign MD5, and we have an MD5, we have a micro time, and then dot rand, which is random. Alright, so we're assigning a unique hash as a key, and then here we have just the object WC, which means WooCommerce, and then we go session, and then we go to set, and then we set this session with price calculation, and the second parameter is the data, like this. And then after this we just return the cart item data. And now we add the action. So the action is going to be WooCommerce add cart item data. Add cart item data. And then here we have the function name, second parameter, and then the priority is 10 and 2. Okay, now we should add another action for the WooCommerce before calculate totals, just to get the cart item data, to get our custom field value, and then to calculate the price, and to set the new item price in cart. So kind of like show the price in the cart whenever we click to the cart page. And to do that, we should also, of course, add an action and have a function. We have function, and the function is going to be add custom item price. And here we will have cart object, and then here we will loop through each element from the cart. So we'll have for each, and the for is going to be cart object, get cart, and here we have get cart as item values. Like this. And then here we will get cart item data, and then here we'll put item ID, and we assign the product ID. So we'll have item values data ID, and here we're getting the price. So we have let's do original price. So we have item values data, and price. And then below here we get our custom fields value. So we have price one, we assign to the price one item, we have item values, and from this object we get the custom data, and then from here we go to the price product, price prod, like this. Okay, so we have this. Now we assign just the price one, we'll assign it to the new price. So we have new price and we assign price one. And then below here we just have a set value item, just set the new item price in cart. So we have item values, data, and here we have set price, and the price is the new price. And let's add the action now. As I said, action goes to WooCommerce before calculate totals. And the second parameter is this function's name we just created, and we have the, come on Victor, we have the priority is 10, like this. And let's see, next would be to show up the WooCommerce before calculate totals, just to show the price before calculating the total. So let's save it now. Let's see what we have for now, just to make sure everything works, because we write a little bit of code. So we have a syntax and expected 190 functions PHP. Where is 190? Here. Okay, so that's the session. Used to be an arrow like this. Let's go back, let's refresh. Let's see, we have 150. Let's put 224. The cart is empty. Click add to cart. It was 224, so we have it here, 224. If I click to cart, we have the 224. Okay, the quantity, we can't update the quantity because I just disable it. So if I click proceed to checkout, 224, it's which is good. Now let's go back to the product. Let's click add to cart, view cart. You see this is not working because we have an error. So that's gonna be a bug. This is gonna be a bug, guys. I didn't play with this functionality. I guess this is gonna be your homework or something. You can actually disable this. I forgot how to disable this. You can actually disable this button from here. But yeah, I'm just gonna remove it from here. Alright, so let's try one more time. 285, add to cart. 285 and 150, add to cart. So we have two items. One is 285 and one is 150. Alright, so this stuff works from here. Return to the shop, go back. Let's see, 150. Okay, so it seems like it works, but before I just stop the video, I'm still gonna add another step here, which is I want to add this functionality to the WooCommerce before calculate totals. This is important because sometimes you might have something to calculate in the cart, maybe have other items and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna do that here really quick. So we have function, and the function name is WooCommerce underscore custom underscore price underscore t underscore cart underscore item. Okay, and then here we get the So here we're actually gonna check for the checkout reload button. But okay, let's get the cart object. Cart object, and we have if it's different than WC, which means WooCommerce object, we have an error session and is set. So we have underscore underscore is set, and here we have reload checkout underscore checkout, like this. Okay, so if this is true, then we have a for each loop, and we're gonna loop through each object from the cart. So we have cart object, and we have cart contents, and here we have as key value. And then here we have an if statement, which is gonna check if is set value of price product. If it's is set, if this is true, then we assign to the value data. Actually, we're not assigning, kind of like we set the price. No, we're not assigning here. We're setting the price, the price to reload the kind of to update the price in the cart. So we have set. I can't show it right now how this would work, just because I don't have other products, but you may want to have this, may want to add this to your functions. Okay, so here we have price prod. And then after this one, we add the action. So we have add action, and the first parameter, the hook, is going to be WooCommerce before calculate totals. Totals, and the second parameter is the function name. And then we have the priority, which is 1000. Okay, let's save it. Let's go back. Let's refresh. So let's try one more time. TL1, add to cart. We have one item, which is TL1, which works. All you need to do is just to, I don't know your theme, because my theme has this functionality. The error I was just showing you, if I go to the shop, you see this button, add to cart button. This is not working. But if you want a quick fix, you can just disable it, just to say not add to cart, but more details or more information, so the user can, whenever they click on it, it's gonna go to the product details, so they have all this functionality here. Okay, yep, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.